On this episode, I wore a cardigan and I shouldn't have because these lights are bright and hot. This real estate stuff is not easy, so send me your questions and I will answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Hello everybody, I am Jason Piercey and this is episode 13 of the Ask Jason Show. I don't know why I was so angry when I said that. Maybe it's unlucky 13. It is October, Halloween 13, Friday, the movie thing. You can edit out that terrible pop culture reference. Okay, thanks, Joe. Okay, so apparently my opinion of how people abuse statistics to startle people that they shouldn't do and make them think that something is true when it is not has become wide enough known that people ask me questions about my opinion on statistics. So today's question is, how are these mortgage rule approval changes that came down as of today going to affect our local market statistics? I'm not going to nerd out on this. My wife will disagree. Everybody I went to high school will disagree. I don't think I'm nerdy at all. So today's question is, how have the recent mortgage approval changes that come down today, October 17th, 2016, that'll be a trivia question, how will they affect our local market sales statistics and why? So if you don't really briefly, because I don't want to get into it, if you don't know what the changes are, basically, if you were previously going to get a mortgage at a fixed interest rate, so a rate that stays the same for the entirety of your term, previously, you only had to be approved for a purchase price based on how much you had to pay at that rate. Now, you need to be approved at a purchase price based on how much you would pay monthly if that rate were higher. And that's called a stress test to make sure that you don't go bankrupt if something changes and your mortgage rate goes up. So a lot of people are kind of complaining about this. Really, it's going to protect you in the long run. That's enough about that, because that's another story. So what effectively happens is your available purchase price, the amount of money that you can buy, the amount of money that you can borrow, your buying power, for lack of better terms, is going to be decreased. So if the buying power of a large portion of the population is going to be decreased, then the average sale price is going to be decreased. Should you be worried? Should you be scared? If you're a purchaser and you feel like it prices you out in the market, yeah, I'm not going to lie, that's not a lot of fun for you. But if you are somebody who owns a property that you do not intend to sell, or you still have your job, or otherwise are unaffected by this at all, then don't care. You don't even have to watch the rest of this. Feel free. You are not affected. Everything is fine in your life. Well, from this perspective. I don't know much about the rest of your life. So let's kind of play that out a little bit more. Everybody who wanted to use that fixed rate mortgage are now spending less money. So that means the properties that they buy cost less money. It doesn't mean you had to sell your house for less money. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. It just means that if I previously was going to spend $300, maybe now I'm going to spend $260 or whatever that rate works out to be. Now, if I was purchasing based on a variable rate mortgage, which is sort of my blanket recommendation in this market right now, then I'm basically unaffected, so it doesn't matter much. But anyway, so we'll probably see our average sale price go down, but it's not a big deal. It just means that people are buying houses that are less expensive. It doesn't mean you have less equity. It doesn't mean you're in trouble. It doesn't mean that you can't sell your house anymore. It just means that on average, people have less money. But we kind of knew that already when the government got us with the taxes. So that's what's going to happen to sale data. And here's one step further. Just think about it. If all of these first-time home buyers who are at the entry-level price point, so they're barely in our market, some of them will get priced out. They won't be able to buy anymore, at least not right now, at least not for a little bit. Maybe they'll have to save up a little bit more money so they got a conventional mortgage with a larger down payment, or maybe they'll continue the rent. Most of them are going to continue to rent. So, investors, listen up. What does that mean? It means rental rates are going to increase and vacancy rates are going to decrease. So rentals are going to fill up and you're going to get top rent. Why? Because they don't have a choice. It's not nice, it's not kind, and I feel bad for the people who are in that position, but if your tenant is calling you right now saying that they heard on the news that the real estate market was a little bit meh, so they want to lower the rent, the answer to that is no, because rents are not going down. Vacancy rates are going down, rents are maintaining, if not going up. And that's super true. And somebody is not going to like that. I expect to hear about it. I expect to hear about that. There will definitely be people who don't enjoy that comment. Yeah, so investors, you're watching, look me straight in the face right now. You've been sitting at home, you've been trying to time the market, you've been reading the articles, you've been listening to the professionals, you've been doing whatever it is that you do, waiting for the right time. Okay, so it's now. Off the couch, call whoever you trust, whoever your realtor is. If you do your shopping yourself, you work with buyer's agents, listing agents, I don't care. Look after yourself and look after your future. Right now is the right time. Vacancy rates are going to go down and rents are going to go up. And you're still wondering if you should time it? Plus all of the people who had the lower price points now have less money. So that midsection there in the middle, there's less buyers for that. What does that mean for you as a purchaser? Think about it. Come on. Like investors, stop watching right now. Hang up. All investors, close, click. X, this is on Facebook. Is there an X? Just click off to the side. Hit the back button. I don't know. Just go buy your investments now. Stop waiting. Now is the right time. Maybe I was as angry as I thought I was when I did the intro. That's kind of all I had to say. And I think that's probably enough. So until next time, cheers. Ooh. A cardigan really was a bad idea.